I love the fact that obviously without showing Yagami, they could put him in like any stupid situation that they wanted, and they decided to go with the Yakuza 5 route of, let's have him fight a fucking bear. He obviously probably didn't fight the bear, but the fact that, you know, Saejima has fought bears in the past, we like to think he fought that bear. Like, he definitely fought that bear. He definitely fought that bear, let's be honest. Did he fight the bear? Probably not. But let's be honest, he fought that bear. He 100% fought that bear. No, Karu is the perfect sum-up of what's wrong with early RGG female characters. Like, she begins the game described as a femme fatale. Like, she literally is a kick-ass female character. First cutscene you see her in, she is absolutely kick-ass, and then just loses her complete entire character by about the halfway point of the video. Karu is not a good example of well-written RGG female character. She is terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. She starts good, and she does not end well. And it's clear they didn't know what to do with her after, considering they wrote her out of the entire story. Free the mole as the bear. Fuck yeah, I'm down for that story. Stop interrupting my attacks. Fuck you, stupid. I'm gonna send a you home. Terrible. Better than earlier, but still terrible. Yeah, I mean, the problem was the majority of RGG's good female characters are the ones, ironically enough, inside stories. Like, the ones that you don't get to spend time with, the likes of Miss Tatsu, Nair. Like, there's so many good female RGG characters that are just not part of the story. It's the main female characters that always come down to the same kind of, like, almost damsel in distress trope, like, in every fucking game. Like, Sayako is good. Sayako... LAD kind of started a good trend of good female characters. Again, Mafuyu in Judgment is a bad example because she, again, becomes a damsel in distress in the finale. Like, you literally have an entire segment dedicated to protecting her. Like... But hey, she gives us our EX back, so she's alright in my book. Thanks, Mafuyu, I appreciate that. But, yeah, it's just... They have a real problem with, like, damsel personifying their female characters, and it happens in a little bit of a sense in this game, but not to the same degree at all. And I would say that the stuff after what happens with Knife Daddy more than makes up for the stuff that happens with Knife Daddy. Like it's the stuff with her not actually killing anyone and then Knife Daddy and that cutscene at the end is kind of like, you know. Like, it feels like she should have done at least something, but if she did something, we wouldn't have gotten the happy end with Kaito. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like, you know, it's the sum of all evil in that it's like, you know, we want the happy end with Kaito. I love the happy end with Kaito. It's great, but if she had killed somebody, it wouldn't have been a happy end with Kaito. So, mind you, she should probably still be arrested for suspicion of murder, like an accomplice. And the Haruka 6 was bad? Yeah. Well, having a Haruka in most of the Yakuza games was bad. You play as Haruka in Yakuza 5 and she still somehow becomes a damsel in distress. What the fuck? Like... Even in a game you play as her, she still gets real bad. Like, it's terrible. So again, it is nice to see a character like Mikiko in... I was thinking of Persona for a second. It is nice to see a character like Mikiko in this game, because she is definitely, I would easily go out there and say, probably the best well-written female character that RGG have ever done. Like, definitely. Does that mean there's not room for improvement? No, there's always room for improvement. But she's definitely the best character that they have written, at least to this point. Like, definitely. It just depends. If there is a judgment free, what they do with her. Like, if they just have her as, like... If they just change her complete character and have her, like... say Kaito's the main character and, like, they kill her off at the start as, like, a catalyst to make Kaito angry, then they've just wasted the character completely. Like... Because that's the kind of thing that they would unfortunately do. Like, they obviously would have done that back in the day with Kaoru. Hey, look at that. I did my menu correctly this time, because I was paying attention. Wow. It's just ironic that, like, everybody was so excited at the prospect of RGG Online with a kick-ass Haruka. Because that's the thing that everybody wants, is a kick-ass Haruka, rather than the stupid damsel in distress trope. Oh, yes. Terrible fight still. I still wonder if it'd be worth grabbing the sign that's behind me to do more, like, attacks there, because I did a very bad job. Even though I had most people in the corner, I did a really bad job of actually, like, finishing them off there. So, I wonder about that. I mean, I'm not saying that Haruka should have been, like, in fights and stuff like that, but literally, like, in a game that you play as Haruka, for her to become a damsel in distress is so fucking stupid. Like, she was not... Everything that happens with Haruka in Yakuza 5 and 6 is not great. Not great in the slightest. I think that's just an overarching problem of Haruka as a whole, unfortunately. Like, so... I don't know your own story at all. Yeah, which is a shame. Like, that's kind of what I'm expecting, which would be a genuine shame, because, again, she is one of RGG's best characters. And it'll come down to the whole thing again of, like, do they know what to do with her? Like, do they know how to take her character forward in regards to, like, Kaito and stuff? In a good, meaningful way, other than just, hey, let's kill her off as, like, a tool for Kaito to get revenge on some people, you know? That would be the biggest fucking shame ever. Like, if they did that again. So, hopefully they don't. The X-Mode kind of good. In ways, it has a launcher, which is good, because Kaito doesn't have that many launchers. He gains access to a couple of launchers. You'll see one of those coming up. But the EX mode is not broken like Yagami's, which is fantastic. Go together. Shame. I used my EX there because I was basically wanting to not have him go into his EX to waste my time. That was not a good fight. I dropped the second guy, which sucks. The first guy was good, but the second guy I dropped. I almost had them in the perfect kind of, like, line together. Shame. Shame. But no, EX mode for Kaito is not as broken as Yagami's. It is decent. It has one of Kaito's launchers until you unlock the other launchers, but thankfully it's not, like, stupidly broken. Thankfully, it really is not stupidly broken, because that's the thing that I feared after Lost Judgment, because Yagami's EX is stupidly broken, but Kaito's is not. But it does give access to Kaito for a launcher, which is good. Always good. Nose. EX. That way we can get a specific item. Senkaichi. Yeah, I agree, Blade. Like, I don't want it. I don't want her to be like fighting everyone, because that would also be like a separate kind of destruction of her character. But you play as her in a game and she gets kidnapped. Like, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Like, Yakuza 5 was not a great game, to be honest. This is why T-Set are the best. T-Set are the best. You cannot deny it. T-Set easily the best. Like, what did T-Set do wrong? Literally nothing. Exactly. T-Set the best. T-Set the best. A big hackback ever? No, I think that's her story done. Much in the same way that, again, unless it's specifically side games, I don't want them to bring the older Yakuza characters back. If they want, LED to be its own thing and its start of a new storyline, they need to keep to that and not rely on the older characters. I know that pisses a lot of people off, but you can still do the older characters in, like, side games. Like, simple. But, literally, just let the old characters go from the main story. Like, if you really, really, really want it to be a fresh start, oops, then definitely, absolutely 100% just stop using them. It's a bad fight. Really? Yeah. Fight. Sender could be a right pain in the ass if he wants to be. I should have gone for a second weapon, because there was still a lot of enemies alive there. Not good. I might try going for, honestly, the electric motorbike that's in that fight. It's a bit further away, but it should do more damage, so... Bad fight. Very bad fight. How far? Halfway through the street-ish? Here? Okay, so about the white line. Okay. It's good to know. Like, I'm losing time already, but it's fine. There's a bit more time just to figure out where I have to look with that. It's fine. Sweet. Okay, to make appearance in the new story, don't together. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what I liked about LED, is that LED felt like, you know, a goodbye to those characters. LED needed that. LED did need some of the older characters to just say, you know, alright. In 6, they didn't get much of a story wrap-up. But with LED, they can get their story wrap-up and be all like, you know, this is what's going to happen in the future. Like, the end of LED obviously had big implications for... obviously the in-universe for the RGG stuff. Like, there's no big Yakuza clan anymore, hence why there's a whole bunch of shitty little gangs running around and doing stuff, like Red Knight, for example, like the entire storyline of Lost Judgment. Like, I hate doing that with that guy because he can turn around. It's one of those things that's like, the actual world building implications is very important, and if you didn't have the events of LAD, you would wonder the entire time, you know, what happened to the Tojo? Like, if they didn't actually, like, at least, like, showed you, you know, this is a thing that's happened, then you would just go, well, what the fuck happened to my favorite characters? Like, LAD feels like a way to say goodbye to those characters, which is a good thing, because, again, Ichi stories should be about Ichi, and they should be trying to make it about Ichi and a brand new set of characters. Like, and again, with the way that they did it, it still keeps the door open for side games. Like, do you think, I've been asking for this for a long ass time, do you think anybody would be upset if they got a side game, if they got a side game spin-off featuring both Majima and Saejima in an action game? Everyone would love that. Like, you could easily do that. Like, even with the events of LAD, you could easily do that. You have even more of an excuse to do that now. I hate that door. It's too close. Like, you have even more of an excuse to do it now. So... because honestly, like, as I've said multiple times, just imagine Saejima combat in the Dragon Engine. Have, like, you know, the usual circle finishers where you pick up and grab people and swing them around. Saejima combat in the Dragon Engine against multiple enemies could be some of the most fun shit you've ever done. Like, genuinely. terrible. This is awful. I'm holding R1 to get through conversations faster, and it's losing me time. Like, a new samurai spin-off would be good. Again, Kenzan and Ishin are both utterly fantastic in their own rights. And whilst Kenzan has not aged gracefully, Ishin is still phenomenal. Ishin is still very phenomenal. Oops. I do this every fucking time. Stop, my dude. Holy shit. Let's Wrestle Rage. Ow. Bruiser. Gory Gory. Driver. Cross. Every time. Because here's the thing, they've already got mock Samurai Ichi as a thing in RGG Online, where they put him in the Shinsengumi outfit from, obviously, Ishin. So there is technically a model of Samurai Ichi. Already exists. Turn-based samurai game. I wouldn't mind it being turn-based or action. So for Fudo, we want to launch him in the air. Fudo doesn't do well with power drives. Smooth. Little rough in the second half, but smooth. Not bad. Not bad. Kept Fudo busy long enough. It's important. Not too bad. I don't know how you would ever balance it. Imagine they did a fucking spin-off where they somehow did a blend of both turn-based and real-time combat. I don't know how the fuck you balance that. I don't know how the hell you do that. But if they ever did that, that would be absolutely criminally amazing. Like, how the fuck you do that? Like, genuinely impossible. 7.5 star combat? Maybe. Actually, maybe. Because, interestingly enough, one of the new Trails games does it, where you can switch between having turn-based combat and real-time combat. Like, they actually have a game that they brought out that's like that, so... But I don't know how you would go about balancing that. Like, it'd be an absolute, like massive feat. But again, the possibilities are endless. Like, again, like, we know LAD 2 is a thing. They've confirmed it. That doesn't mean it's the next thing. It could be something else completely. Ah. No. Don't. Wait. Drone? Nice, I got the early one. I'm trying to do that for a while now. Text him? Yep. Yeah, FF7 isn't a proper turn-based, though. It's not turn-based like LAD is. Really? I did that early. Shit. Lost time because of that. I lost time anyway. Bad chapter. Bad couple of fights. But yeah, I don't know how you would balance either of them. But I'm all down for multiple different kinds of spin-offs. Like, again, you can do a Kiryu spin-off. Like, if they feel like... Because here's the thing. If Judgment is done at this point, like, they can't do any more Judgment, then they're gonna need some kind of spin-off. Like... Because that's the kind of way that RGG have been doing it recently, is main game then spin-off. And, like, they have a lot of categories of things they can pick from. Like, I hate that my hand actually messes that up every single time. Like, I didn't pause it! It's a Christmas miracle! Oh my god. It's an actual Christmas miracle. Yeah, card game spin-off. Hey, I like Chain of Memories, that's... I'm like one of only like 5 people that do. Oh, I got interrupted. He'll get up. I still feel like we're missing something in regards to this fight. Like, this doesn't feel balanced. At all. It really does not. There's just no weapons for tank here, but tank might be the answer because of how, like, massive you have. There's, like, a range of tank stuff. Free? Do the free. I actually juggled? Oh wow, I didn't realize you could juggle Kenmochi then. Good fight. Fucking good fight. I did not realize you could juggle Kenmochi. Thought you couldn't, but good fucking fight. Good fucking fight. I still want that fake game to be real. Give me my Watasei action game. Cowards. Have it set after the events of LAD. Have Daigo and Watasei be the main character. Do it. You won't, cowards. That's not Watasei. Normal Watasei. That's all I care about. Bang. Love that. I just want more Watasei. Give my binary domain too. I wish. I wish. God, I wish. God, I wish so much. Binary domain 2, my love. Where are you? I would even sacrifice everything and have a Yakuza Dead Souls 2 for it. I'm somebody that did actually like Yakuza Dead Souls, so you know. Is he taking this fight to juggle? Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I don't think I've tried juggling Kenmochi there, even though, you know, probably one of the things I should have tried from the beginning. But... because you can juggle Kenmochi in his second fight, so why the fuck couldn't you juggle him in the first fight? Like, I know he's got his lamp, but, you know. Fuck! I want to use the bin. I had him in a good corner, and then he just did that. That's a bit overkill. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Dead Souls 2 by modern RGG actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Like, a lot of the issues that people have with Dead Souls is like, you know, the controls, the frame rate, etc. All that gets fixed. And I genuinely, like, the problem in the West is that we got Dead Souls, after Binary Domain, which was the reverse in Japan, and Binary Domain in Japan took on a lot of extra improvements from Dead Souls. Because, you know, they knew what, obviously, like, they knew how to improve it. So Binary Domain was a much better game than Yakuza Dead Souls. And it's just such a shame. Like, oh, I actually had still one. Damn. Okay. Daigo has only ever killed people with guns. People like to say that Daigo is useless. Reminder, Daigo has murdered people with guns twice. Twice? No, fuck your EX. I'm done. Once again, why EX when punch face? Where are you? Nice gun, fuck you. God, I love this man's drop kicks. They give me life. Shindoro, Ricardson's men, and Kurosawa's. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, more than that. Holy shit. Let's just ignore the fact with Kurosawa, he should have had control of that situation. Let's just ignore that. Yikes. Hey look, I actually texted it once. It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah, he did actually. No, he did kill the people on the roof. He shot them. He rolled off the bed and literally did the most un-Daigo thing of the entire series. Despite the fact that we knew he shot Shindo. To make me less dumb. It's true. It's very true. I will say that the Daigo fight against Shinada is one of my favorite fights in the entire series. I think it's actually thematically bloody amazing. I think that it's actually one of... Theme-wise, obviously both the Japanese and the English are different theme-wise, but also very good. But thematically, I think that it's actually... I don't like doing that. Can we get it? Hello, my dude. I'm right in front of you. Ha! I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about it. Fuck me. I don't like that strat. I do not like that strat. I want to keep doing that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There are some speed strats you like and some you hate. I don't like that one. That's going to get me... That's going to get runs killed. 100%. I do not like that strat. We could have ran a little earlier there after what we did earlier, but I'm just gonna not. Jeez, I learned that though. It seems to be quite fast if you can get it early, but obviously the problem is getting it at the right time and not obviously getting caught. Because you can do it, like, if you could run down the corridor and turn around, like, figure out the right time to turn around, you could easily, like, get a very good head start on that bit. Can't skip still. Okay. Well, I was curious. Oops. The hell do I know? I have to skip this. About. Oops. How did I mess that up? That's such a good code. It's such a nice, easy code. Is that a text skip? That bit might be a text skip. Duncan, do you know if that's a text skip or not? I think that's a start skip. I might be wrong. Because that felt slow. East tie high this time, dumbass. I didn't try and skip it for once. East tie high, dumbass. Good job. Yikes. Only pause skip? Yeah, fair. I'm wondering. I should probably try and text box skip that next time then. It's just funny with a shorter run like this that literally every little bit helps. Like, we need every little bit of seconds time save that we can actually get. Ah. Especially when you mess up cutscene skipping like that. We get our 7-minute long tailing segment. Nice. I'm quite far behind here. Do not walk on top of the car, Kaito. I love you dearly. Okay, so she can't see us. That's the good thing. So she doesn't matter in terms of being seen in this tail segment, but he does. Thank God. Good to know. And they still had one tailing segment, and I would say that the tailing segment here at this point of the game is a lot better than having it at the start of the game, like Lost Judgment. But I will say that this tailing segment is once again too long, and this is not coming from a speedrunner's perspective. Kind of is. But... my dude? Where's the cutscene? Thank you. It's definitely way too long from a casual perspective. It should not be this long. it feels, once again, very shoehorned in. Which is a shame. Because, again, Lost Judgment should not have started with a tail segment, but the tail segment in Lost Judgment was better than the tail segments in Judgment. That's what I'm trying to say. They can both be good and bad. Like, this one is not nearly as bad as the last tail segment in Judgment. It's not anywhere near as bad. It's long, but again, it's not also that long, and he doesn't turn around as much as Uematsu does. Ishimatsu. Uematsu is somebody very, very different. I'm getting my Matsus mixed up in my head. I think I'm thinking of the Final Fantasy composer as well. But I do think that they need to make a decision with these tail segments, because, like, I can understand why they're in this game, because, you know, the whole detective aspect of that kind of thing. But it's just, it breaks up the action way too much. That's one of the reasons why having it at the start of LJ is actually a good thing, because, you know, it gets it out of the way. Like, in a weird kind of sense, it actually really gets it out of the way, and you don't have to worry about them again after that. Lost Judgment, and obviously Kaito's DLC, is very, very good for, you know, they want you to play the video game, and they do want you to just play the video game. Wait, you're not stopping. Oh, wow. Okay, I've kind of messed up here. Oops, wait. Oops, a bike. Are you... How did she notice me and he did not notice me? This is now slow. Bro. How is that a thing? How did you not notice me? I think it was because he was coming out of his animation, which is why that's slow. I do like that she doesn't recognize us. Like, that's very nice. Should be a bit closer to them here for the cutscene trigger. Yeah. That stunned me? Fuck you, dude. Baseball bats. Bane of my entire existence. Ruining Yakuza 4 speedrun. At least they're good in Kiwami's speedrun. That's nice. It's about the only praise I'll give them is they're good in Kiwami's speedrun. Otherwise, fuck baseball bats. Also, I like this because Kaito is actually hidden here, even though he stood up. It glitches out if you skip the cutscene, so Kaito is stood up. It just looks like he's stood up. He is actually hiding. You'll see, if you watch Kaito when we move away from the car in a second, he'll go down to being crouched like he is hidden. So, fun times. Really fun times. Yeah, moonwalking Kaito. He's learned. There you go. See? Kenmochi's going to turn around. That's why I'm not in a rush here. So, once again, like all the tail segments for Judgment and Lost Judgment, the turnaround points are fixed. If we were to go into Yellow Caution, they would be in different places. Kenmochi turns around way more in Yellow Caution, and unlike LJ, any percent, that doesn't actually speed up time at all, because Kenmochi is always going to walk at the same speed as his lady friend. So, getting his attention, unlike Kosuke, not good. We know where the cutscenes are, so... yeah. Probably shouldn't have walked out that early, actually, because I don't know what his conal vision is like. He doesn't turn around until past the corner, which is good. I'm still wondering about some of these turnaround points and whether it'd be faster to actually get his attention. Should probably be here so he doesn't see me. Tanks, I used to run over and smack with bike. That large lad is the worst. He just keeps walking away. This guy as well. I need to. You know, I'm just going to use P attacks. It's going to do good damage. It's not a fast one, to be fair, but it's probably just attacked and then. Yeah. See, That was an okay ending, but the heat attack was definitely way too long. Wait for it. Unless you can skip in Japanese here. Nope. Every time they go, you can skip. Good old... That's actually a lot closer of that cutscene in Japanese. Huh. That's weird. It's like a second... That's like a second's worth closer. Huh. How bizarre. How bizarre that the cutscene triggers can be different depending on the dub. That's so weird. So weird. Hey, Shinada. No one here. We love Shinada. Shinada's really good in Yakuza 5 Speedrun. He's a really good character as well. Huh. Like Shinada than Tanamura. I think both of them got the short end of the stick, unfortunately, and it's funny because I say, you know, I don't want LAD to be all like, you know, introduce all the old characters again, but there's definitely some characters that would benefit from getting, you know, a bit of finality, like Akiyama, like Shinada, like Tanamura. You probably forgot Shinada. I don't think he knows in the first place. He just goes, who's this guy? Which, you know, who is this guy? Actually grabbed it once, good. I need to find a way to make that consistent. That's so good if you can get that off. Sander! Sander, you dick-ass bloody hitbox! I don't know what words I was going for. I went with dick-ass. Excuse me. Thank you. Video game. Kaito's late phone. My dude. Again, I want to work on Masada because he's going to get mad and go into ZX to take care of both the ads. Now. Not the best. I also have no EX for Matey Boy. Also, I'm in tank, which ain't great. Which really ain't great. Should probably start skip that, but gotta launch Kenmochi at the start of this fight. It wouldn't actually be a good thing that I was gonna say that we didn't go down here, but the trouble with launching Kenmochi here is obviously he just goes away. It's a bad fight. I kinda need out of this hot tub, to be honest. It's not good for me. Come up here. At least grab this table. It's a random ass table in here. It's actually one of the garden tables from Yakuza 0. Bad fight. Very bad fight. I didn't realise that table was there. That table's good. That table's very good. Table's always good for damage in these games. It's very rare. They're like all over Yakuza 0's finale, which is great. The end of this fight is so good. Just the stare down here. It's like 3 squares into a triangle, isn't it? Yeah. It's exactly the same as Karate Doctor. Alright, well that saved me a little bit of time, so I must have done something decent in that chapter. I'm not quite sure what, but I must have done something decent in that chapter. Yeah, I disagree with that, but sure. I don't know how I saved like a minute, but thanks, Japanese dub. Japanese dub did not save me a minute, but we're gonna go with the story that it did. So. I love that you still stack audio boxes as well. It's so great. I did hit start there, but sure. Thanks, video game. I don't know if that's a text skip. Probably not. Yeah, let's see if I can get this better and actually grab the vase this time. I want to work on Sender first, but Sender is the one it gravitated towards, so hey Sender. Also, I didn't yet, so... What? How did that open my map? Next, please. Thank you. The extra stab. Power driver works on Igarashi. Power driver works on Igarashi. Good shit. I don't think that was a good fight. But hey, power driver works on Igarashi. That's the important thing to take from that. Do like that a lot. My movement is so bloody terrible. Okay, it's all gonna come down to the good old final set piece. Because the Shirakawa fight is almost a nothing thing considering how much you can just bully the guy. It's great. Too early. Too early, my dude. Too early. I'm risking not despawning them. Yep, that was close.
Kaito.
That was very close. Okay. Whew. So, destroy evidence. Hard drive this time. Good job. Knife Daddy. Why is Knife Daddy such a bad man? Well, because he is. Okay. Swan boat chase sequence, kind of same, to be honest. I don't want to see the QTEs attached to that with the button mashing, but... Still don't know if this is fast, but I'm going to do it again anyway. Because it kind of seemed to work last time. I don't know if that's fast. I don't know. It seemed to work. I don't know. I think it might be one of those things that feels like it's fast, but I don't actually think it is, because we have to wait until, obviously, we get out and then turn around for him to walk forward again. Actually get the key. That was bad movement as well. Good. Oh, it's Ashura. Tasha you can skip into in Japanese as well, look. So... Good fight. Main JP time save, yep. Yep, the ability to just skip into that fight is so good. Oh, it's not actually a flower on the side, it's the fucking thing that closes the bin. I saw it in that cutscene properly this time. I understand now. I have the knowledge. Let's go speak to the lady and then the friend of the lady, because that's unfortunately their designation in the video game. Poor friend of lady. I am sorry that this is all you have been described as. Now to the bathroom. No, Kaito, if you just ran into the bathroom in the first place, you could have saved yourself a lot of time. There she go, which I don't have any EX for, so we'll launch. Shit. I was hoping that would work. Oh, that works. I think it would have been better just to, yeah, dash cancel there. I think it would have been better to dash cancel so it wouldn't have been on the ground. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was okay in Nishio fights. I wouldn't say that was great, but say it was okay. I definitely want to go for the guy with the HP bar first. Good stuff. So, friend of Lady in Dress. Sorry. I will get her name right in the future. Poor girl. I feel like this is going too well right now. Against this guy. Good drop kick though. I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas, and the drop kicking that fight might be a good idea. Woohoo. Because if you could keep everybody like quite gathered together at the start of that fight and just drop kick them all. Fuck, what? Kaito? You were nowhere near that! That sucks. Yeah, that spin strike is actually used against Kuze 2. Oh no, I've been spotted. What am I gonna do? Punch. Might just go in here without healing, which is probably a bad idea. After that time loss, I'm sure a gun won't kill me at this HP. Let's find out. let's find out. Mistake, but I wanted the backup. Is there any tables left over here? Yes, good. That was good either, but it's fine. HP though. Bag some out of EX. Okay, you just go on the floor. I'm sure that's legal. I did not mean to do the full combo though. Takes you. Bad fight. Hi. Bad fight. Terrible fight. Awful fight. Awful fight. going to be losing time in this chapter because of that. Terrible fights. Even with, like, the time save from, obviously, good old Tashiro. The Tashiro time save. Gotta love it. Kenmochi, my dude. Fire. Bad. My dude. You probably already know this. Oops. Whoops. So is poison. Hmm. Who knew? Who knew?
Shun! Mikiko! 離れてろ! いたぶって楽しむ時間はなさそうだ。警察が来る前に言葉をつける。許さん!
Okay. See if we can do the start as well as we did last time. Do a better phase 2. Good start. Good start. God, that's such a good move. I love that. Kaito just demolishing the guy. I shouldn't use that there, to be honest. That was okay. Wouldn't say that was great, but that was okay. Whew. Timing on that is tight. Timing on doing it that way is very tight. Whew. Alright, one more boss. Here we go. The long Dr. Daddy himself. Let's go. Who is very hilariously easily bodied in this fight. And Karate Doc, let's go. Here we go. So, first phase of this fight is literally just to build up our EX, and also get him down to, like, no HP. Which, hilariously, he is very susceptible to the pile driver, because he gets up really aggressively almost every single time. He didn't this time, so I'm going to go for the launch, which unfortunately missed. Okay, this is dropped, unfortunately. But I can bring it back. Up. Now just don't fuck up the QTEs! Which I believe is just free square into a triangle. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, good to know. Yike. Yike. Good to know. Oh, almost died. Good shit. Good. Good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement in there as well. So, whew, got my sub 55 at least. Thumbs up. Big thumbs up. Good stuff. I love this DLC. This DLC is so good. And it's really nice to have a short run like this that's just really action-packed. It's really good.